The question is whether you can make a car that's nearly perfect, even more perfect. That makes any sense. Well, that's exactly what we try to do by adding our Novitec components to the Lamborghini STO. We're going to ask you what you think. Also, whether the exhaust system that we fitted makes this STO sound better than an 812 Superfast. Let me know down in the comments. Now, first and foremost, if you guys haven't yet seen the video that we made on the standard STO, this car before we Novitec'd it, then I really recommend that you watch that by clicking on the link in the top right hand side of the screen. That way you can compare what this car looked like as opposed to what it looks like now. Also, we went into the features of the STO, and today we're going to spend a bit more time just talking about what we've done as Novitec. And basically, that predominantly is adding some carbon fiber parts, and also the car was fitted with a lot of matte black plastics, and we've changed that into glossy plastic. But let's have a look. First coming up is this very prominent to the STO front spoiler in front. It's just really such a gorgeous looking piece. Probably the first thing you're going to see when you look in your back mirror, that coming up. That used to be in matte black plastic. It is now in carbon fiber. Now the air that gets forced in there gets pushed out through these air vents over here, and the outlets used to be in matte black as well. They are now in gloss, and I feel that really complements the rest of the car. These little bits in front of the wheel arches also, and then the lovely NL4 wheels with that center lock. Now you guys have noticed that this STO is riding low on a sport suspension. We've added the springs. It's been something that we felt was necessary. If you want to see what it looked like, we can probably put in a picture of the standard STO. Kind of looks like it's riding a little bit on the high side, but this is now just perfect. The infamous iPhone test, which I can't do now because I don't have my phone on me, but it is really nice and deep. A couple of people probably in the back row going, oh, but can I still open the Cafango, which is this whole front segment, just like a proper race car. It opens up that way, and they're scared that it's going to knock its teeth on the road there, but don't worry about it. You can still do that. And then let's continue with the mirrors now in carbon fiber. I think with a supercar, don't you agree? Just like supercars need to have carbon fiber mirrors. Looks really lovely. And then the side skirts on this STO, it's a complete Novitec side skirt out of carbon fiber. The whole thing is our design, and the air inlet at the rear, we've made that slightly bigger. Also, we've made it a bit more angular because, well, by definition, Lamborghini is a rather angular car. It's got lots of corners and things, and so that just adds to the angularity, I suppose, of the STO. There's this little pit over here where the air gets forced into this inlet, also in carbon fiber and slightly extended as well, as opposed to the standard one. Then moving towards the back, again, lovely how these tires just fit snug into the wheel compartments. And when we get to the rear of the car, damn, this is where it gets funky. This gorgeous rear thing. Lamborghini with the STO, they've just gone back to the basics. I love the fact that they expect the driver to get out with his little toolbox if he wants to adjust this wing, and it doesn't work electronically with a little button. No, it doesn't do it automatically when you're driving. You actually need to bring out your tool set, and there are 3 different ways in which you can manually adjust it just the way that it fits your driving style or what you'd like to achieve, the kind of track that you want to attack. The massive body of this wing in carbon fiber. The side panels over here, they used to be in matte black. We have made them in gloss black. And what do you think about that? You can let me know down in the comments. This is one of the sexiest things of the car, not just from the exterior, but when you're driving in either mirror, whichever way you're looking, from whichever seat, it's filled with these little sides of the wing. It's just a sexy thing to behold. And we're finishing off the rear of this STO with, of course, the carbon fiber tips on the exhaust system. We haven't done too much of a mechanical job on this car because really it is quite a perfect thing already, but we have worked on the exhaust system. It now has a NOVITEC rear muffler that is flap actuated. However, the flaps stay open when you're stationary. However, when you start moving, driving the car, then you can regulate the flaps. So if you want to go and get some bread rolls early in the morning, it's going to be a communal affair. The community is going to know about it, but by the time the wheels start rolling, you can just make it a little bit more quiet. A couple of people might be saying, oh, well, that's not really too much that you guys have done to the car, and that is true for a proper reason, because we at NOVITEC, we really please ourselves in having the discernment, we'd like to say, in knowing when to not do too much to a car that's already near damn perfect, similar to what you've seen back then when we did the film on the 765 LT. Everybody was expecting us to really go over the top with tuning the 765 LT, and we've just gone about it delicately, because in essence we can respect what the manufacturer was trying to do, and they put a lot of effort into these cars. We feel that that's enough. We've done some minor changes, and I believe that it is going to make quite a substantial difference when we take this car out for a drive again, because the suspension, lowering the car, we know the success story of the Bugatti Veyron being lower, what that does with the airflow and how that's going to affect this car, plus other tires that we have on here, the other wheels that we have on this car, that's going to have an impact. And of course, on the audible side, that's going to happen with our NOVITEC rear muffler. Wow, that was a bloody mouthful. Now, if you guys haven't yet and you want to subscribe to our channel, do so, and don't forget to hit the notification button, because that way you're going to get notified every time we upload a new video. You can also follow us on Instagram, me personally at @BeyondTheCook, or you can follow NOVITEC. And then I also want to say a very big welcome and a big thank you to Marco, that flew in all the way from Serbia, that's been cutting the films, and today he's manning the camera. Marco, nice to have you with us. Without further ado, Lamborghini's STO, it is the Super Trofeo Omologato, which is basically saying that it is a number plate and indicator version of their Evo racing car. Lamborghini has done absolutely everything that they can in order to make this car lightweight, because obviously when you're into the business of racing, then it is about making a car lightweight. 75% of the body components on this car are made out of carbon fiber. The entire front, that Cafango marriage of fenders and bonnet, carbon fiber, you guessed it right. Woo! Yeah. Even this windscreen over here is 30% lighter than what you'd find in one of the normal ones. I'm not talking normal Huracan, I'm talking Performante, because this car, this STO, is 43 kilograms lighter than the Performante. All the flies in this Lamborghini. Well, luckily with this car, because it's fitted with our flap system, you can actually make it a bit softer, but only once the wheels are rolling. For whatever reason you want to go soft in your Lamborghini STO. Now you'd think with all that shaving off of the weight that it's all about performance and that this car should be blisteringly quick, but make no mistake, it's not sluggish, but 0 to 100 takes you 3 seconds. And although that's really quick in the world of supercars in our modern day, you have to agree that's not really that fast. And then 0 to 200 takes 9 seconds. The FA Tributo, not the NOVITEC version, the standard version, it takes 9.2 seconds. Not to 200, but to 220. Now, if Lamborghini wasn't into the business of making this car as fast as it can be, then what were they thinking? Lamborghini wasn't into the business of measuring the greatness of the STO and how fast it gets to 100 or to 200 or for that matter top speed. Lamborghini measured the greatness in this car based on how it made you feel. That they got so right. Now, we think that way, then let's consider that right behind my spine there's not some small version of what used to be fantastic now with 115,000 turbos on it. No, they've stuck to their guns, and behind me is a 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10 motor, and it sounds fantastic. It churns out 640 horsepower at 8,000 RPMs. That is a mind-bending, ear-piercing, hearing-annihilating 8,000 RPMs. And that is really the soul and the heart and the foundation of this STO. Just such an exciting cacophony of combustion right behind your head. Oh, and they've gotten it so right. And it's not the only thing. That power gets put only to the rear tires via this 7-speed double clutch gearbox, which kind of means that the driver has a lot more to work with and to think about. We start to understand that Lamborghini made the STO for drivers. They wanted people to be driving this car and not the car to be driving the people, because nowadays things are so technologically advanced. You get in, you flick a couple of switches and basically does it all for you. Even four-wheel drive cars now have drift modes, and it'll locate the power somewhere so you could go sliding without crashing into the kitty litter. But not with the STO. This is really still the raw deal. Sorry, scared the horses. And then finally they gave you what I believe are 3 bespoke driving modes: STO, Trofeo and Pioggia. Now Trofeo basically is whatever circumstance, wherever you are, to give you the maximum amount of fun. And then Pioggia is the same thing except when the roads are wet, which they aren't now. And then you have Trofeo, which is maximum attack when you're on a racetrack. Oh, the STO is very much feisty. They said, be careful, Bjorn. 3 of them were released. 2 of them are not on the roads anymore. This is the 3rd one. Don't crash it. What a car. We're going to talk about that because it is bloody fantastic. Super directs, like they took everything you had in the Performante, just chucked it right out the front window, maybe why it's 30% lighter, and then replaced it with an electromechanical power assisted system that is super direct. I think I read something 3 times more direct. They just wanted you to have such an intimate relationship with the road in front of you, really to feel it, to sense it. Every little bump, it's right here at your fingertips, and the more you sense what the road tells you, the better input you can give. Now the STO is fitted with a magneto-relogical dampers, which by now we know do an absolutely exquisite job at making the road bearable when you need it to be. It's good, it feels assuring, especially when you're coming onto fast corners, especially now that we've fitted our lowering springs. Oh man, I have to tell you that it just feels poised. Oh, it is really, really good. These are the tight and twisty bits. Almost tempted to do left foot braking. Listen to that engine as it howls up to. Whoa. Nearly 9,000 RPMs. I mean, it is honestly astonishing. Such a beautiful thing. And that brings us to the very next topic, and that's the brakes. It is just, I mean, the brakes on this car. TCMR brakes as opposed to the normal CMR brakes. They really wanted to give you the kind of stopping power that'll give you the assertiveness and the certainty to stop without doubting. That's the fantastic thing about these brakes. They have 4 times higher thermal conductivity than what you find in the standard brakes. Ooh, you can see I'm concentrating. The brakes are 60% more stress resistant. I mean, they really just wanted you to be able to stop with confidence. But it wasn't just the fact that they wanted you to be able to stop. That's what the car can do mechanically. It was about how it feels when you're stopping, transmuting the feeling of the braking ability to the driver through that pedal. And that is what makes the STO so fantastic. It's all about the driver. The sensation of connectivity to the road is just so brutal and so honest in the STO. Everything the Lamborghini was doing with the STO was really just for the driver, whether it's a he or a she. They wanted you to take some responsibility. You drive hard, you brake hard, then you turn in gently and feed it out. Because I think if you would plant it too hard in the corner, braking late, it's definitely going to come around. And it's so brave that they made this rear-wheel drive only. Who the heck cares about the fact that it's not the fastest when it elicits this sensation inside of your soul? I have the sense that when Lamborghini was making the STO, they weren't trying to make another crazy, obnoxious, audacious, ludicrous version of the Huracan. No! I feel personally that they were trying to slip the world a little silent note stating, hey, we're here, remember us, remember this. And to that we say, ti salutiamo Lamborghini, mille grazie.